Hello, everyone, and welcome to State of the Game for August 10th.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. It's just me and Yannick again today. I noticed actually when you were streaming yesterday, there's a lot of new people. So I think it's kind of worth saying hi again. My name's Hamish. I'm one of the community developers here at Massive. I say one of because there's another one on the couch today.
If the camera...
There we go.
Hey! Hey, that's me.
Yannick,
the other community developer, or one of the other community developers, because we have a third one that you won't see because he's hidden behind the cameras. He's waving now, but you can't see him, and it's Peter.
All the community developers.
Can you say hi, Peter?
Hello.
Peter says hi.
Okay.
But it's already been spoiled down below, August 15th for update 1.7. That means next Tuesday.
Yes.
So today is Thursday. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We did it. We said it was on track for a mid-August release.
Yeah.
It can't be more mid-August than that.
It cannot be
literally cannot be more mid-August than that.
Unless, no, it can't. No, that's literally
I mean, technically 15.5 would be the mid-August. But yeah. And here I did math right. Proud.
That's true. All right, so yes, not long to go. So Tuesday, that's all coming out, and we'll be here streaming the game and doing all that stuff. Now, I think we also need to be clear, because you did say on your stream yesterday as well you were going to try and get a face mask for people to look at, but not today. You're going to have to wait for that. But we're going to talk more about those coming soon. If you haven't heard about that,
we asked marketing and they said no.
There you go.
Literally. So
it's coming, but you'll have to wait. So there have been some, well, we need to talk about the things that are coming in 1.7 for the people that do not know. We have some new features. The first one, and it's starting on the day that it drops on Tuesday. The first global event, Outbreak. Can you tell us a bit more about what's happening there?
Yes. So as you said, the first global event starting on August 15th. So it's going to be on the same day when the update comes out. Don't know exactly what time it is yet. It's still being discussed. So we're not sure if it's going to be live as soon as the servers open with the update, or if it's going to be made available, shortly after that. But it's definitely going to be August 15th, the same day. The first global event is going to be activated. It's Outbreak, so that's the first one that was tested on the PTS, the one where you get bonus damage on headshots, and where when you take the extra modifier, enemies have a contamination area around them, so you actually have to play around with that.
So I actually have a question. So if that starts on the 15th, which is Tuesday, and will that run to the 22nd, or is the plan for this for these events going forward to be Thursday to Thursday like our maintenances are?
No, it's going to run until the 22nd.
Okay.
So it's 1 week.
All right, perfect.
And we shouldn't need the maintenance to end it.
Yeah, I was just checking
that's what we tried on the PTS. So.
I was just checking to see if it would be like a 9-day event the first time, but
nice try.
Unfortunately,
nice
I
try.
tried. I tried.
That's at least the plan is to have it running for 1 week.
Yes, that's good.
So until the 22nd. Yes.
Okay, cool. But we'll have another state of the game before the end of that anyway. So we'll update people on what's happening. Commendations and patches will be live as well.
Yes.
People haven't seen the full extent of that on the PTS because there's a lot more commendations, there are a lot more patches, so you'll get to see a few more of those.
We had some patches that were actually duplicates on the PTS because not all of them were in the build that was put there. So yeah, there's probably a bunch that you haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Someone said that I look like the chick from Greece. Say Indy. No? Come on. Please. That'd be awesome. I'm going to show up and
can you sing
type,
like her?
Play the. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Not today though.
All right.
Tomorrow. All right. We did talk about face masks a bit because we were really hoping that we could show some face masks today because they've never been seen anywhere before.
Never ever.
I'm pretty excited. And you can get those through global events.
Yes, through global events. As rewards there, so there's going to be a few that are going to be available through the leaderboard rewards, and I think commendations as well. But don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
Right.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on where you get them, but you get them during global events. They are definitely coming. As you said, nobody has seen them because we didn't put them on the PTS. But somehow one of these things we wanted to keep as a surprise, and as a matter of fact, we're going to keep it as a surprise until the very end. Because we can't reveal them right now.
No. But yeah, you get them soon. It's going to be cool. For the people that have made what they might have considered to be the mistake of having glasses or a cheeky neck tat on their character from day one, thinking that they could change it, you will be able to in 1.7. So that's going to be really good for those
Yes.
people. Or maybe you're like, oh man, I wish I had sunglasses.
Yes.
I'm going to put sunglasses on my
Or
character.
you're like, oh, I'm going to this mission. I'm going to put sunglasses because there's a lot of fire. And then you do another mission. And you're like, no, I'm going to take them off. You can do that too.
We showed it on a stream a few weeks ago. But if you don't know where it is, if you head down the stairs from the base of operations down to the terminal, it's on your right. You kind of go up through there into the bathroom, and you can do your stuff. That's good. Encrypted caches, we've talked a lot about. It's been a theme from the past 2 State of the Games.
Yeah.
I don't know that we need to say much more about how those work. If you have any questions, either ask them and we'll try and answer them. But you can probably get answers from those from the State of the Game 2 weeks previous.
Yes. We talked a lot about it. So.
Yes, exactly.
But that feature is coming out as well. And then the last thing being the classified gear sets, which are also linked to the global events. So
the first 3 from memory are not Striker.
No.
Lone Star.
Yes.
Oh my God. Why am I having a brain fart? Oh man.
Should I help you? Or?
Yeah, please. I can't even remember.
Lone Star, Deadeye, and Final Measure.
Nice. Solid. Those are going to be cool. But yes, first time classified gear sets have been in the game. So, and the drop rates we talked about last week. So much higher than what people experience on the PTS.
Yes.
It's going to be cool. But there have been some changes since the PTS went down. And you've spoken to those people. And can we go through those?
Yeah, definitely. So we talked about the fact that we were going to have a final pass of balancing.
Rip camera.
Oh, no. The camera just died on us.
I don't know what's happening.
So we said we would have a last pass on balancing and bug fixing and everything between PTS 3 and the final build of 1.7. There's been a few changes in there. Some of them were expected, others might be a bit of a surprise. But we wanted to give you guys a heads up so you don't discover that when it's actually in the patch notes. Going through some of them, some of the most important one, stable talent. And I know that there's been some discussion over that. Some people were talking about it. Because stable talent was removed from all the level 30 weapons a while ago, but it's still available to level 29 weapons. So what's happening is that people go in level 29 stuff and try to drop a purple level 29 weapon and use it with Alpha Bridge in level 30 to get the stable talent in their build. Which is not really the intention we had. So we are not removing stable talent. It's going to stay where it is, but what we're doing is we're changing the bonus. It used to be plus 35% stability. It's going to be reduced to plus 10%.
Yeah.
So the talent is still there. We're not re-rolling the talent. We're not removing it. It's just going to be changed from 35 to 10%.
There you go.
So,
All right. And I know these next ones are relevant to you since you rock the ballistic shield almost exclusively. What you got there?
So ballistic shield, there's a couple of changes we're doing to ballistic shield. The first one is in regards to PvP, because the ballistic shield is actually very, very strong in PvP when you're like just face tanking other players. So what we're doing is we're going to add a PvP modifier to the ballistic shield. It's a damage modifier, but it's a modifier on how much damage the ballistic shield takes from other players.
Okay.
So where this modifier is set at right now is going to be 20%, which means that you're going to receive 20% more damage on your ballistic shield from players than when you would from NPCs.
Okay.
So that's a way to make it a bit less strong in PvP and make it a bit more balanced when using against other players. There's a second change to the ballistic shield, and this one is more because we're working on the classified version of the ballistic shield. So there's going to be a classified version of this gear set coming with 1.8.
For the defense set?
Yeah, not the ballistic shield, the defense set. Sorry. You're right. So for the defense set, we have a classified version that's going to come with update 1.8 for future global events. And so in regards to because we want to do a few tweaks to the set for the classified version of it. And there are some few tweaks that are also going to impact the other bonuses, the 4-piece bonus and the 3-piece bonus. So we're actually going to do a change to the 3-piece bonus right in update 1.7 now. So you guys already have this one, and it's not a surprise when the classified version comes out of it. So the 3-piece bonus is going to change on the defense set from, it used to be plus 30% shield health. And this is removed, and it's going to be changed to plus 10% damage to elite.
Okay.
So the idea is to make it really a PvE-focused kind of thing.
All right, cool.
So that's a bonus that should help PvE players.
Yeah, I think it'd be really good to get the Redstorm guys on again as well, because they have a lot of tweaks in here that we it would be great to find out more about how those all sit. Global event caches. Anything different there?
Yeah, no, so this is just a confirmation because we have talked about it a few times, but just to confirm that the drop rates of classified in the global events are going through the way that we had announced it, I think, last week, and even before that when we had Keith on the state of the game. So we're at, 45%. So 2 rolls, 2 guaranteed drops, 45% chance to be a classified, which does not make 90.
No, it doesn't. But it makes 45 twice.
45 twice. And 11.5% chance to get an exotic, 43.5 chance to get a normal gear set, and then an extra 12.5 chance to get a third item that has 90% chance to be a classified.
And 10% chance to be exotic.
And 10% chance to be an exotic.
Great. Okay. Good. Wow, you remembered all that?
I remember numbers. I can't do math, but I remember
You remember what the numbers were. All right. Okay. I like this one. Fixed a bunch of bugs and inconsistencies with global event tokens not dropping when they should.
Yeah, so there were a lot of bugs and issues with balancing the global event tokens. So stuff like the tokens would not drop consistently between name bosses depending on where they were. Some on the open world, like others in in underground or this kind of thing. So we fixed all of that. So now it's way more consistent. There were also bosses in the open world or in the dark zone that wouldn't drop global event tokens when others would, all these kind of things. So basically, we had a whole pass on all of that, and now it should be consistent. You should overall get more tokens because we fixed all the bosses that wouldn't drop them or wouldn't drop enough of them. So overall, it should be an increase of tokens drop.
Nice. That's very good. I like that. Also the same for key fragments.
Yes, that's also something we talked about when we had Matt here to talk about the encrypted caches. One of the big complaints we had from the PTS was the drop rates of the key fragments. Matt did say that we were going to increase the drop rates from 3% to 20%, and that is happening, that is done. What we're also doing is also, that's quite an increase.
Really big.
But what we're also doing is changing it so that, because on the PTS, the key fragments will only drop on open world name bosses and dark zone name bosses. Now we're changing it so they're dropping on those, but they're also going to basically drop on any named NPC in the game. So that means mission, incursions, HVTs.
Underground?
Underground, probably.
The named ones down there?
Yeah. I don't know about that one. That's a good point.
We should check that.
But yeah, the other ones at least definitely. So yeah, mission, incursions, HVTs. These are definitely confirmed, and they will also drop, have chances to drop key fragments.
Perfect. And all of that coming on Tuesday. So if you missed and can't read, those are some of the changes.
Right down there. It's just under your face right now.
Yeah, it's right down there.
It's here. So, it's under my cup now. See?
There you go. Nice.
You have a date.
Perfect.
Look at that.
August 15th. That means Tuesday. There's only 4 days that you don't have to have 1.7 after today, I think.
Yeah.
I guess.
So Tuesday.
Yes. What else do we have today? So obviously next Thursday, State of the Game will be post, and we'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, probably, yes.
Talk about then.
Yeah.
That's usually the one. So we talked a little bit last week about lag.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of reports about those things, and I've seen a lot of videos and those sorts of things. So thanks everyone who's been posting and giving even more information about that. Where are we at with the lag investigation?
Yeah, so we did say that we were having an investigation. We also did say we would give you guys an update. Back then we said next week, so today. So one thing that we can update you on, we'd have liked to be able to tell you more, but actually the investigation is still ongoing, so I'd rather not just draw conclusions now and announce anything. But one thing that's just to let you know, so one of the things we're looking at with the lag investigation is what can be the causes of lag or of what is perceived as lag. And what we've seen with all the reports that you guys have been sending us, one of the causes, and I'm not saying that's all of it, but one of the things that came a lot is actually situations where there was a desync between the client and the server. So a player would do something, and then suddenly the data would be unsynced, between what he sees on his screen and what the server gets.
Sure.
And so then the experience for the other players that are on the other side can be weird. Like this player that is desynced may be teleporting, and the guy doesn't even know he's teleporting. He may not take any damage when you're shooting him or whatever because of the desync. So what we've been doing right now is try to identify all the issues that create this kind of desync situations. And we have a bunch already of bugs. Again, thanks to all the reports that you guys sent us, we managed to identify all of those that were, or a lot of those that were causing desync or like linked to desync. So this is one thing that we're going to be looking at and trying to address. And of course, there are other things that we're going to be looking at, but these ones we're not really talking about yet because it's still under investigation. But at least desync is a very strong direction that we can look at and hopefully make improvements.
Yeah, I mean, and we do want to get other people who know more about how our servers are put together and exactly what these issues are, and they can explain it in much better engineering terms. I spoke to Jan earlier, and he was like, "This," and I was like, "Okay, we need to get one of those guys on."
Yeah, we should
talk about it. For example, we've had dedicated servers since day one. That's not the problem. Isn't the dedicated servers? There are other issues.
Yeah.
But yes, we understand. Okay, what else do we want to talk about before we head off? We have an event this weekend.
This weekend, yeah. So there was a bit of a mix-up because somehow it was announced last weekend, but actually that didn't happen. Because, so we have double field proficiency caches even this weekend. So this weekend, starting actually tonight at midnight UTC, which is 2 a.m. our time. So yeah, starting tonight, and until Sunday, midnight UTC again, the night of Sunday to Monday, midnight UTC, double field proficiency. So every time you fill up this field proficiency bar, you'll get 2 caches. And yeah, we somehow announced that for last week because initially it was planned for last week and then we postponed it, but apparently not everyone got the info. So some countries still announce it.
Time to use those knee pads you haven't been using in a while. The experience one. Anyway. Yes, knee pads. We need more.
Knee pads.
Yes, exactly.
So that's this weekend, starting tonight and for 3 days.
Perfect. Okay, that's kind of about all we had to talk about. Is there anything? Actually, no. I saw a question earlier. We talked about stable being changed from 35% to 10%. Does that mean it's going to be back in the loot pool when items roll at level 30?
Yep.
No.
It's at least not now. Maybe, but not now. It's still only gonna be up to level 29.
Cool. And again, the CronusMax thing is something that is still on the being looked at.
Yeah. I mean, people keep bringing it up, and that's definitely not something we're ignoring. It's being looked at. We just don't know yet. I mean, we don't know yet exactly if anything can be done. I know that some very smart people are looking at it, so hopefully.
People way smarter than us.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. I think that's about it for today. Unless we see a cool question from chat. Masks, yes. Well, you'll see masks very soon. We don't have those for you today.
There was a question. I mean, it's going too fast. I hardly had time to read it, but it was with classified gear sets. Somebody asking if the classified gear sets, if all gear sets would drop as classified with 1.7 or 1.8 or whatever. So no, so the plan is to release for Global Event 1, for example, you're going to have 3 gear sets that are going to be available as classified. For Global Events 2, it's going to be 3 other ones. But at the end of each global event, these gear sets are being added to the loot pool in the normal game out of global event.
Yeah, so, exactly. I saw also someone was like, well, what's happening with Hunter's Faith?
Yeah.
All of those ones that are coming after these 3, they're going to be different from what you see right now. So I'll have to wait to see what's happening with Hunter's Faith. I don't even know what's the final. Well, I mean, it's one of those ones that's being worked on right now.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Obviously, people are asking about Adept a lot.
It's being looked at. The Adept stacking, we're also looking at that differently.
Yeah. But for now, it's not a bug.
No, it's not a bug. So that's why, I mean, we have said in the past that it was working as intended because it's not a bug. It's just like per design, this is working. But now we're looking at it because yes, it's becoming definitely a restress point for the community. So we want to look at it and see if we should and could do something about it.
Yeah, Twisted TV asking if we can increase the stash to 1,000 pieces. I think if you have 1,000 things to put in your stash, you probably need to manage some of that stuff.
I mean, it goes super fast, actually. I mean,
it does go very, very fast. Don't get me wrong. Like now that we have the stash size that we have, I totally agree that we didn't have enough before.
Yeah.
Given our current gearing system.
But you can imagine
but
with
1,000?
With classified and everything, it's going to be even more things that people want to.
True. Good point, Yannick. Good point.
Good point, Yannick.
Good point.
So yeah, I understand the question, but no, we're not planning on increasing the stash size. Last time we increased it, we considered that to be the final increase because we're reaching, the limit of what we can do in terms of the way our data works. But we never say never, but it's definitely not planned right now. Buzz is here, and he was asking for an ETA on the patch notes. We're going to publish the patch notes on Monday. Yeah, cool. We need to finalize them now. They're not completely final. There's a few final things we need to double check. Okay. So yeah, published on Monday.
Where can people find those if they don't know where the patch notes usually live?
On the website. You go on divisiongame.com, thedivisiongame.com, and you will find them there on Monday. It could be that on Monday only the English version is available because we don't always have the localizations available in time since we tend to finalize them at the last moment. So if they are not available in your language, go on either the UK or the US page of the Division Game and you should find them there. On Monday, plan is probably 6 p.m. CEST, they should go out.
Yep. Are we adding more loadout slots in 1.7? Not as far as I know.
No, still the same.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, and there's a lot
shell
of
jacket in 1.7. Nope.
No, I know a lot of people want that, but it's that's one of those things we don't know about.
1.8 details.
Not
yet.
That's a future thing. Obviously, we'll be talking more about 1.8 in a bit. We don't have any information on 1.8 just now for everyone. There's some cool. Okay, 1.8 is going to be really cool. I'll say that much.
Yep.
But that's all. That's all I will say. Because we're going to talk about it in depth soon.
Yeah.
And we'll show some things. And I think it's going to make a lot of people very happy.
Well, that's the plan.
Oh, yeah, well, that's always the plan. All right. That will be all for today.
Yes.
Unless you want to sing us a song, Yannick.
No.
Great.
I stopped singing.
Thank you.
That was my resolution of this year.
For that. All right. I appreciate it. I'll be on the stream tomorrow. I'm really excited to play again. It's been a little while. So I'll be doing 3 till 6. So this time, but a little bit earlier tomorrow. Come and hang out and tell me what you're excited about for 1.7. And that is all.
Okay.
Fantastic. If you missed the stream, you can go back to the past broadcast and look through the whole thing again if you want. I'm also going to put this up as a podcast, and it will be on SoundCloud in the next half hour maybe, and then iTunes usually picks it up shortly after that. All right, that's all. Have a great weekend. Double field proficiency weekend, don't forget.
Yes, go grind.
All right.